I'm wanting to spread the word about a truly remarkable cure I've had for a condition known as trigger finger. That's when one of the fingers of the hand clamps under, like in a fist position, but it won't open up again. It's caused by the tendon and the tunnel through which it slides when one does that movement, inflaming and swelling, so that the sliding movement is no longer easy, and ultimately it jams up completely. And I know of people who've had one or more fingers permanently locked in that position. It seemed to be happening to me. It was getting progressively worse, especially in the mornings when I would wake up and find that my finger was locked down, and it was exceedingly painful and difficult to flick it back and open my hand. Working it backwards and forwards a few dozen times, it came better, but not right. My GP injected cortisone down into this finger, into the seat of the problem, and it cured it for about 6 months, and then it came back again. And I'm told that repeated doses of cortisone like that can weaken the tendon, and ultimately, when you're lifting something heavy, the tendon snaps, at which point that finger becomes utterly useless. So I didn't want that either. A surgeon wanted to cut the tunnel through which the tendon slides, actually cut the tube and open it up, which would enable the tendon to slide easier, but I didn't like the idea of people cutting into the palm of my hand. I play piano and I need my fingers to be in perfect working order. So I was advised to try acupuncture, which I did, and I had 10 or 12 sessions in which needles were inserted around in various places around the problem. I also have a little what's known as Dupuytren's contracture, which is a toughening of the flesh here. It forms a sort of a hard gristle, and I don't know whether it's cause and effect, which would be cause and which would be effect, but I had both these conditions, and both have been miraculously cured by 10 or 12 sessions of acupuncture. Here's my practitioner Santi about to play pincushions.
Okay, might be a bit strong. Any feeling?
No, that's fine. They say people afflicted with these conditions descend from the Vikings. I didn't know I did, but that's what they tell me.
Okay, one more.
On several occasions they connected the electrodes up to those 2 needles at the base of my finger and passed an electric current across. It was connected to a machine where they could turn the voltage up to the maximum that I could tolerate. It seemed to bring good results after those sessions. Now, I'm naturally skeptical, and obviously this wasn't going to do any good. But it did, to my surprise. I sat with these needles in my hand for half an hour once a week, and that was the cure. This looks a little alarming, but in fact it's no worse than pruning the roses.
Good.
The finger is now completely free in its movement. There's no binding at that point whatsoever, and I consider it a cure. It may come back, in which case I'll go along for a few more acupuncture sessions. It's cheap and it's easy, and it's obviously most effective. So that's the result I've had with it, and anyone else interested in trying it, I wish you well. pruning with these secateurs, which might have been putting a lot of load on the tendons of the palm of the hand. I now use these loppers which transfer the load onto the arms and the shoulders, which are somewhat more robust.